Countdown. Let's get it. Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to episode 26, Defend the Hustle. Our special guest tonight is Anthony, go by the name Picksburgh. Hey, man, I'm just kind of calm down, man. The music got me all juiced up like we get ready for the football game. So go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll get around to our special guest.
Hey, we're Glass City Pickers. I'm Tonya.
I'm Chris. What do we do?
We resell on eBay, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace.
And we hang out every Friday night at the Buffalo Picker Show.
Yay!
Hey.
I'm a nurse. I work at the VA.
Yes, and I'm a full-time all-around reseller at home because I stay at home. She got a full-time job. So, this the Glass City Pickers. We in the building. And we ain't too bougie to go to no stores. No stores.
There it is. There it is.
Yes, sir.
Bougie sometimes.
I'm Mess All Digs, YouTube extraordinaire. I think I'm up to 226 subscribers, only 8,000 behind Buffalo. We getting there, baby. I sell on eBay. Former military, 23 years. That's about it, man. It's all about the guest today. I'm excited about this one. I'm excited.
For everyone that don't know me, I am Buffalo Picker, also part-time reseller, full-time federal employee and retired military, like my comrade Mess All Digs. Our special guest tonight is Picksburgh. Picksburgh's going to come in and educate us on card collections. and whatever else he want to tell us about himself. We're gonna do something new tonight, starting out with our special guest. He's gonna be the what they call it, the pilot program.
Guinea pig.
We're gonna run we're gonna do what we call the rapid fire. Once Anthony finished introducing himself and telling us a little bit, then we're just gonna dig in and then turn it over to him to talk about this card collection. So if you're here to learn a lot about how you go and determine what kind of collectible card you're gonna pick up, this is our expert on that. And like I said, Anthony has made a name for himself in the community. I see him everywhere now with the when it relates to cards and collecting sports cards. So, yeah, with further ado, go ahead, Anthony. Tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Sure. My name's Anthony. My YouTube channel is called Picksburgh. You guys can find me over there. Do a lot of sports card content now. I actually started my channel because I'm from the city of Pittsburgh. It's kind of a pun because we speak kind of funny, so a lot of people call it Picksburgh. But essentially, like I started it because I was buying and selling a lot of stuff very similar to what you see Buffalo doing over here on this channel. You know, eBay, Amazon, Macari, all those type of things. So that was how I became Picksburgh, and actually shifted when the pandemic hit, and a lot of the places I would source like basically dried up. A lot of like my Amazon stuff started to tank because everybody started jumping on it. And a lot of like the eBay storage unit type stuff that I would do wasn't really attainable during the pandemic. So I fell back into card collecting super heavy. And I started going back through some of my cards and listing those on eBay and going, man, I didn't realize that this LeBron James like second year card had any value. You know what I mean? Like because I was always the type of collector that I like the Cavaliers and I like the Steelers. So every year when they get their rookies, I just pick up all their cards. You know what I mean? I tuck them away. And then it was like, because I was already basically selling everything, but cards I was basically just kind of picking up because it was like a little passion project of mine. And I like getting my own guys. So whenever I saw this second year LeBron James was going for multiple hundreds of dollars, like not even graded, I was like, yeah, there's something to this card thing. So I started going through a lot of my stuff, and like it was like, praise God, right at the opportune time, because all of my other sourcing opportunities dried up, and I had this huge stockpile of cards that I'd been collecting for years and years and years. And I was able to go through and just start selling off some of the ones I didn't really care that much about. And I was surprised by a lot of the value that there was in some of them.
Right. So I'm going to put across in the banner for people to drop their questions in the chat. If you have any questions for Anthony in reference to the card collections or anything that you want to know about, you know, dealing with cards, mainly sports cards, right, Anthony?
Yeah, I do a little bit of all the cards, but sports cards is kind of like what I'm most passionate about. But I do a little bit of like the Pokemon and like even some of like the, you know, like weird stuff. Like, look, I got a Crypt Keeper card here.
Right.
Why not? Crypt Keeper's cool.
So I can start it out, man. I have one question. The card that you did on the auction last night for the to help one of your friends, I forgot the person's name. That card that one of the guys said if it was a Gem Mint 9 at $100, what would be the general price for that card that you pretty much gave away last night?
Yeah, I mean, really, right around the 100 mark for.
So that was a 9? I thought it was a 10.
No, as far as I know, the one I gave was a 9. The one out of my personal collection was a 9. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I was looking at it wrong. I could have sworn it was a 10, but
there was a lot of cards though, so maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one that we put up.
So it's I guess it was the rainbow color, different color one that because I couldn't read the information at the top because of the print up there. Was that a graded PSA card?
No, that was actually a transparent grading team card. It's one of the cards from the new grading company that I helped launch here in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So it's like one of like the first off the line. Like this is basically just like a hollow version of what you were looking at.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So it's actually brand new. We actually just launched beta last week. So
right.
The they were asking for it in the chat because there's like none actually on the market right now because we literally just opened.
Right. So you're a part of the company, or you just advertising for them?
Yeah, no, I'm one of the owners. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Anthony.
Change up. Call the change up.
Yeah, man, that's good, man. Before we move on, man, let me catch up with the chat before we get too far ahead. I want to give a shout out to Flipping Goodies for being the first in the chat, and I appreciate you for supporting the channel on a weekly basis. Log off 1212. Thank you. Log off 1212. Thank you for coming out. Everyday hustler. Thank you for coming out. Doughboy the Hustler, thank you for coming out. Tonya Carrier, thank you for coming out. All in one package, Miss Buffalo, appreciate you for what you do for the channel. Hip Flipping Mama, thank you for coming out.
Hip Flipping
Going
Mama.
on, Mama. I just talked to Mama too a few hours ago.
Mama.
ATL Flipper, appreciate you coming out. If y'all ain't following ATL, y'all need to check out his channel if you're interested in shoe content. The guy's killing it. The Hogs, thank you for coming out. Carter P, appreciate you coming out. The Middleman Picker, thank you for supporting the show on a weekly basis. Sandra L, appreciate you for your support on a weekly basis. And I can say that about everybody. I appreciate you all coming out supporting this channel. I really do. I mean, it's a lot of things to be doing on a Friday night, but you here with us.
We really do.
Let me go ahead and run the Buffaloes for ATL Flipper. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Let's see here.
Super chat received.
Appreciate that, bro. What else we got in here? Did I miss anybody, y'all?
Hey, the Philly Flipper gave you a super chat too.
Yeah, man. And how about them Steelers? How about the Steelers?
How about them Steelers? 2-0 so far.
How about them Steelers, Gypsy? How about them Steelers, Philly? Yeah.
The chat jumped on me, man. Let's see, I guess I was moving too slow. Okay, so where we at here?
Pennsylvania Big Brother.
There's a Gypsy Corner Store. Appreciate you coming out. Philly Flipper, appreciate you coming out. Appreciate that info you gave me today as well, Philly. Bearded Thrift Machine, appreciate you coming out. Y'all need to follow Bearded Thrift as well and Philly Flipper. They put out some great content on their channels. Cajun Roots Reseller. Cajun Roots had two other people on the panel on his show this week. If y'all didn't check it out, those great interviews, make sure you go out and check out Cajun Roots Reseller channel. You will find an interview with one half of the Glass City and Mess Hall Diggs on that show this week. And
it was bougie. Because we turned it up.
Yolanda Reinhardt, Richburg, thank you for coming out, Yolanda. Let's see. Pam Henry, thank you for coming out. Appreciate you. Thank you for all your support. Jennifer Hayes, as always, thank you for what you do for the channel. Baltimore Stuff. Your cards are in the mail. They should get there in a day or two. Appreciate you coming out. Mathis, appreciate you coming out. You should be receiving your doll as well this week. OBX Picker, appreciate you coming out, brother. Hadn't seen you in a minute. Ryan Maka, am I pronouncing it? Malaker. Oh, okay. Thank you for coming out, Ryan.
Yeah, that's a Pittsburgh guy.
Oh, okay. Still a nation, baby. All day, every day.
And I get happy for Steelers football.
Appreciate you coming out. Let's see. Swamp Pirker, appreciate you coming out. Miss Taffy, appreciate you coming out. Did I miss? It looked like the thing jumped on me again. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. And if I meet you in the chat, I just want to let you know I appreciate you coming out, supporting the channel on a weekly basis. If I see your name pop up as we go, I'll give you a shout out. Regina Michelle, appreciate you coming out. And y'all said it was a super chat in here from Philly.
Philly, yeah. Philly got you one.
I think it was before we went live.
What's up? Did he say Sandra? Sandra? He said that. The middleman. The middleman got you too.
Okay.
So you're back to back.
Man, Team Middleman's not getting a Buffalo thing.
All right, that's Philly.
Those Buffalo stuff on them Steelers. Oh.
Super chat received.
Appreciate that, Philly. The Middleman. Let's see if I can catch up with that. All right, there you go. All right.
Super chat received.
Buffalo stump on the Steelers. No, sir. Appreciate that, Middleman. Appreciate
That's
you.
cool, man.
Appreciate everyone. Thank you all for your support. So if you have any questions for our special guest tonight, go ahead and drop it in the chat. Basically, anything you need to know about sports cards. And something I just learned tonight, talking with him, is that he's now part of a company that authenticate cards or grade cards.
We grade them, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, if y'all got any questions for Anthony, also known as Picksburgh, drop your question in the chat if you're interested in cards. And if not, if you don't have any questions, we're gonna go ahead and jump into what we call rapid fire, so you all can get to know Anthony a little bit better, and then we'll get into what we accomplished during the weekend, the giveaways, and any questions that you may have about any of the platforms that we sell on. So if you got any questions about Amazon, eBay, Mercari, and what else you sell on, Anthony?
Right now, eBay is my primary, but I do a lot of social media sales. So Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. They're literally my bread and butter right now.
Okay, cool.
And then eBay, like if I get something big that I just want to liquidate for top dollar, that's when I go to eBay at this point. But that's the awesome thing about sports cards and just collectibles in general. There's such a want for it, like across people that are like collectors, that like they're already looking for outlets to find it. So you don't necessarily need to give eBay like the extra percentage. You can essentially just go and bring it right to the end consumer most times.
Okay, so ATL Flipper had a question. How much do you all charge to grade baseball cards individually?
Sure. So we have it's a sliding scale from like 1 card all the way to 100. So right now we just launched our beta. So we have special beta pricing at $20 per card right now. But we also do have group pricing if you go all the way up to 100, where it does drop down. So that's essentially the pricing scale. It starts at 20 and it goes down the more you send. The real cool thing about the company actually is we're the first ever fully transparent grading company. So not only do you get like the grade that's like on your card, but we actually tell you why it's there. So like there's a barcode on the back. Right. You can scan it and it'll take you to an interactive folder that has all of the scans that your grader graded with the actual notes, like showing you why the card is what it is.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's pretty good, man. So what do you all offer outside of what PSA or Beckett or any of the other companies offer? What separates y'all?
Really, the big thing that separates us is the transparency. Because like I've heard a lot of people say, hey, I've sent this same card to PSA several times and it's come back with different grades. The way we do it, we use computer technology to actually scan the cards in, and actually like the computer is able to see things a human can't. But then we use a human being to also grade as well, so that it's kind of making sure that if there's a piece of lint or dust or something like that the computer picks up, because it'll pick up anything, even to like the smallest thing. We have a human being making sure that it's not like hitting your card on something you shouldn't be docked for on your grade. So I think, like in my opinion, it's one of the most accurate ways you can actually get a real depiction of what the card's real true condition is. But the awesome part is, and I say this all the time as far as like the reseller side of things, we're the only company, like for example, a lot of people will go to like different companies and they'll buy their cards thinking they can send them to PSA to get more money, because right now the PSA 10 is the most valuable out of all the grading companies. So the cool thing is you might see that we have this Elias 9.5, but you're wondering if this card's in good enough condition to be a 10 with PSA. You can literally like go onto our pop report and like, because somebody will have pictures of this on eBay, you can literally look at the card number or scan it, go right to our pop report, and you can get the actual pictures and graders notes. So you can actually take one of our cards and even trade.
Did Anthony freeze?
Yeah, he froze.
Okay. Hollywood Reseller had a question about OfferUp. Have any of y'all used OfferUp?
I don't use it at all. I don't know nothing about it.
Okay, so only thing I can speak on my experience with OfferUp. I have never sold anything on OfferUp, but I definitely have made purchases from OfferUp. I'm gonna just take Anthony down till he come back. So basically, that's where OfferUp is a place where I met my Barbie lady. This lady that I spoke about in my Barbie video, Miss Victoria. I met her on OfferUp, so that was a huge connection that I made on OfferUp with her, because she had a actual relative that worked for the lady that actually created the Barbie. So that was a huge connection, and I still have the connection with her. So yeah, that's the only thing I use OfferUp for, is to make purchases. Anthony is back now.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, man.
Out in the house, so my computer is like dead right now.
Okay, cool. So have you ever did any business on OfferUp?
Yeah, I have. I haven't used it in a while though, to be honest with you.
Right. Okay.
Basically, since like Facebook has kind of become more and more prevalent in my area, I feel like Craigslist was like kind of the first to go, and then like the OfferUp and Let Go. Well, I guess they're one now, but like I just don't feel like it's used as much as Facebook is in my area. I could be wrong, but for me, I've had a little better luck with Facebook and stuff like that.
Okay. We'll give a shout out to Save Here First. Appreciate you coming out, Ella. Did I miss anybody else in the chat, y'all?
Resale Royalty 74.
Appreciate you coming out. The Flower Girl, appreciate you coming out. Yeah, so if you have any questions for the panel, or if you have any questions for our special guest in reference
there was
to
a question.
Cards, drop your question in the chat. Go ahead.
I think Miss Taffy wanted to know what was the most expensive one I believe you ever sold.
Most expensive card I've ever sold.
Yeah, I think that I'm trying to find her again.
Yeah, I'm scrolling.
He asked it a while ago.
Located.
Probably LeBron James rookie card. I've had two of his Topps rookie cards now, and I sold one at like the height of the market for $2,000.
Wow.
So I mean, I deal with mainly like the stuff
nice.
I do is I like to go to like a lot of card shops and card shows, and I'll find a bunch of cards in like the $1 box. You get those graded, and it's like you're talking crazy money then.
Are you able to grade old Garbage Pail Kids? That's one of the questions in the chat. Garbage Pail Kids cards?
Yes, we can grade Pail Kids, and pretty much.
I got some Garbage Pail Kids. I got some.
He froze again.
Yeah, he froze again, man.
He got bad weather. Oh, you know what? My sister did say that Pennsylvania is really bad right now.
Okay,
weather-wise.
Come back. The middleman put a question in here. Do y'all know about the new Amazon A to Z claim policy? I do. I read up on it.
I did too.
I think it's a good deal. I think it's a good deal for us as resellers. Although it took me about a year before I figured out how to dispute an A to Z claim and win. So it's like, as soon as I figure out the program and how to beat it and make, Amazon side on my side, now they come out with the new policy. But yeah, I think it's still a good policy because if you really look at the old A to Z claim policy, I mean, we basically didn't, we was kind of second guess as far as the customer always being right. So now I think with the new policy, it kind of gives us a fighting chance. What you think about it, Tonya?
I think so too. I liked what I read about it.
Can I put my 2 cents in too?
Absolutely.
About damn time. How about that?
Mess all.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Sorry.
Oh man, I thought you had froze, man. Like this dude ain't moving. Okay, all right.
I know.
No, I'm scanning the chat to make sure our chat is taken care of.
Exactly.
Okay.
I've been trying to too. So if I don't type fast enough to say hi to everybody that's saying hi to Glass City Pickers, hey everyone, thanks for coming out tonight.
Hey, on my dude's show this week.
Cajun.
Oh, Cajun, my bad, Cajun. I had a good time on his show, man. You did. Hey, he asked 1,001 questions, but I had a good time on his show, man.
Yeah, he does.
It was
Hey,
fun.
save her first. How you doing? Want to give you a shout out. Thanks for hitting us up.
Save her first.
Okay, the Hodge, I'm gonna write this down so that when he come back, I can ask this question.
Yeah, I'm trying to. What I want to know is how what's the value compared to the PSA.
Yeah,
like
see,
if he grades it and PSA grades it, is there the same kind of value in the card?
Right. That's what I want to know too.
I'm sure.
I want to know.
I'm almost 100% sure that the value is different, even though, I mean, I'm not going to dispute him, but because of the longevity of PSA, people are just going to pay up more for their cards than anybody else. I mean, just like the what is it called? GMT, I think it's called. Let's see. I don't have the cards here, but I have some cards that's graded by another company, and those cards got 10s. And if you put them on, if you look at them, if you compare them on to eBay, okay, Anthony is back. Those cards are like half the price of what you would get for a PSA 10.
Man. Okay.
Yep, and you're absolutely right. As of right now, PSA has such a foothold as far as resale value goes in the market. Essentially, the drop from PSA to like the second place guy is sometimes 20 to 40%.
Right.
Right now the hobby is just favored PSA. So pretty much any company besides PSA that you grade with, you will be getting, a little bit less in the resale value. One thing that I always kind of like wager is with PSA right now to grade with them, the thing that's really difficult is it's $200 for their lowest level submission. Right. So for the type of cards that I normally grade, like I was saying, I do a lot of stuff where I'll grab cards that are like $1 to $5, and I'll grade those, and it'll be anywhere from like a $50 to $100 card. So I can't afford to pay a service that's, double what I'm even expecting to get back when the card's graded. You know what I mean? So that's why I'll use like the other companies, like an SGC or like a GMA or, some of the newer ones, because they'll get the cards back to me in a timely manner. And the prices are so much more affordable to where I can make some money and I can make it fast. Like for example, PSA, I probably have, like, no joke, like all kidding aside, like when the cards I have there come back, I could probably live for like 2 or 3 years just off of the stuff they have there. And it's like all of that capital that like right now could be plunged into like my new business, you know what I mean? Or into whatever other endeavor I'm doing. The thing that's really difficult in the market is getting your cards back in a timely manner to be able to then make that money. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those things where, would you rather make 20 slow nickels, or would you rather make, wait the year and just make the dollar? So
let me ask you this, Picksburgh. What's the turnaround time for you all grading system compared to PSA?
Sure. So right now, our turnaround time on our website officially is 30 to 35 days, but we actually are like crushing that right now. Everything that we've been bringing in has been basically in and out.
I was just sitting there thinking about that.
Oh, okay. So how long y'all been in business now?
We literally just launched our beta. We've been literally around about a month. We're like literally brand spanking. That's why we went with the transparency, because we know, like, as a new grading company, one of the main reasons that most people either don't use a grading service or don't sell their cards for a lot of money is because they don't trust the grade.
Right.
So
right.
At the beginning, we wanted to like be completely transparent and like prove the grade. So this would be like if you were in school and you got called up to the chalkboard and you had to give the answer, like the teacher's going to want to see your work to make sure you're not cheating, right? So that's exactly what we're doing. And like we make everything public and accessible to like literally everybody just via the website.
Yeah. Okay. The Hodges had a question. I don't know if I asked this already, but they want to know what was the name of your grading company.
It's called Transparent Grading Team.
That's the website.
Yeah, it's transparentgradingteam.com.
Okay.
Can you throw the link into the chat, maybe?
And I think Jennifer did.
Jennifer already put it in there? Okay.
I believe so.
I think my internet might be back up enough for me to jump back on the computer and I'll be able to see the chat again.
All right.
Do you guys
shout out to eBay Addict? Appreciate you coming out, brother.
Do you guys do autographs, Picksburgh?
We do. Like if it's a card that's guaranteed by Panini with an autograph, we will grade the autograph. Right now, as far as authenticating, we don't have an authenticator on staff, but we are in talks with two of the industry leaders in authentication as far as actually doing a collaboration with them and having them be the collab or the authentication wing of the company.
What about like a photograph?
So
would you do a photograph that has a signature
right
on it?
now? All that we're really able to grade and encapsulate is just stuff like the regular size of a card. But we will eventually be able to do like pretty much anything, kind of like PSA does. The problem is the thing that steals it is super expensive, and they're only built for like one size mold per thing. So that's why we've kind of stuck to just like the main basic card size for now.
Yeah, because I've seen people getting like sealed video games graded now, like things like that. So that should be something that maybe you could look into in the future, sealed video games and things like that.
PSA just bought one of the big video game grading companies because there's tons of money in grading right now, and people are literally finding just about anything and encapsulating it nowadays. It's crazy.
So I have a Clemente signed card. Now I don't know if it's his signature or it's like computer generated. I don't know. I'm not 100% on that. Yeah. So is that a typical card that I could send in and get graded through you all?
Yeah. Yeah. You can literally send in anything. Like even if it's like a card like that may not be his actual autograph.
Right.
You could still send it because it might be like a I think they call it like a facsimile or something like that, to where it's just like laid over top or something like that. So yeah, we still theoretically grade that as a card. Yeah.
Okay.
Necessarily. Well, I know like what Picksburgh is saying. I have a bunch of like old, well not old, but like 95, 96 Jordan like Pogs. They're like the little circular Pogs, right?
Oh yeah.
And individually they're worth like maybe $3 each or whatever. But if you get them graded, they could be worth like $80 if you get them graded.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I want to do because I have like 200 of them, but they're only worth $3 a piece, maybe. Now I'd rather get the good ones graded, and then is that a good idea, or should I just hold on to them and wait?
If you think they're in good enough shape, I'd get them graded. Typically, what most companies do is they would just stick them in a case like this, even though it's a Pog, they'd have it in like a little sleeve inside of here. So, like, even though it's not necessarily the size, that's something we would still probably be able to encapsulate because we've done a lot of die cuts that don't necessarily like regular card size and stuff like that.
So, would you give like a mass discount if I sent you, like, let's say I sent you 100 Pogs?
Yeah. Yeah,
you give a discount on a bulk order.
Yep. That's the way that it works. Like the more you send, the bigger of a discount you get. And then we also have programs for like group submitters. So like myself, like I make my primary income basically submitting a crap ton of cards to a bunch of different companies. And so essentially what we're doing is we're looking for people that are like myself that submit a crap ton of cards for themselves, their friends, and whoever else. And then they're getting a discount on top of the bulk. So their clients can basically just pay the bulk price, and then you're kind of like eating with us type thing. And
No, you don't.
the great part about that is we're setting people up literally all over the country, and we even got a guy in Australia already doing this. So if we get clients that, for example, a new company, you might not want to be like, oh, I don't want to spend $20 to try that service. No problem. Let me connect you with one of my group submitters. They'll take care of it for you. So now all of a sudden we're giving people some real earning potential, just kind of doing what they do, getting their hustle on, you know?
I'm drinking coffee.
So are you saying that these folks, are they still submitting the cards through you all, or y'all submitting it to like a PSA or somebody?
He froze again. Yeah, he froze again.
It's all good. I'm gonna take him down until you come back.
Hey, so Baltimore stuff has a question. Like, what type of card should they be looking for at yard
At yard sales? Yeah.
Okay.
And then really
That's
quick, Jennifer, they're looking for Picksburgh's his web.
She put it up there, baby.
She did. I thought she asked which one.
Oh no, she put one. She put two of them up there then because
for the transparent for the grading.
I thought it was one up there for the grading. I could be wrong.
Yeah, we can verify when you come back. So
I could be wrong.
I'm so sorry about this weather.
No problem, man. Jennifer had a question about your website.
Sure. Yeah.
It's LKL graphics, right? Is that it?
No, it's transparentgradingteam.com.
See, that's what I thought it was.
Let me put it in the chat real quick.
Okay.
That's why I said that.
And you had a question from one of the guests in the chat.
Baltimore stuff.
What type of cards should you be looking for at yard sales?
Those that I've had the best luck with is Pokemon cards, because they're honestly, a lot of times kids grow out of stuff like that, and the parents just don't want to deal with it. Like they got this like stuff piled up, junking up my house. They just want to get rid of it. But what they don't realize is to complete those like expensive decks, if their kids ever played competitively or whatnot, like the more competitive a card is, the more expensive it is. So what I normally do is I'll look for anything like holo foil Pokemon or anything like that, because most of the time it's from somebody who's like kid just like is not into it anymore and they don't care. But if it's like newer stuff, anything like basketball, super hot right now. Football is actually really hot because it's about to be football season. So any of those are super, super good. Baseball is even pretty good if you're looking at newer stuff. But a lot of the open stuff, you want to it helps to know the sport, because if you can identify which players are good, then you'll kind of already know which ones are worth like pulling out and listing. So
do you see a lot of fake Pokemon cards? Hollywood Research wants to know. Can you tell if there's fake Pokemon out there?
Yeah, I actually used to be really into Pokemon, believe it or not. My old church I used to serve at, we had a Pokemon league, and I was like the guy running it to like help get the kids off the street. So like I actually know a lot about it. And the thing about Pokemon is like most of their fakes are really, really bad. Like you can tell by like the colorations on them and stuff, and even like the weight of them is off. And a lot of their holo foils just look like completely like ghetto. Like, I don't know if you ever seen back in the day when somebody be trying to peddle you like a DVD of something that was still out at the movie theater, and you look at it, and when you put it on your TV, it literally looks like somebody was trying to like film this through like a jacket, and it's like the ghettoest thing. Yeah. So that's how these most of the fake Pokemon cards look. So it's like a dead giveaway.
Hey, little man, you can box all those cards up and send them to Georgia, man. You don't need to burn them.
Man, tell it again.
I just told him he's seconds from a timeout.
Yeah. Okay, let me copy this here.
Another good thing you can do
rapid fire. Do rapid fire going, Buffalo?
Yeah, I'm gonna let me drop this into the chat right quick. This is the website if y'all want to go check it out. Pittsburgh for grading cards. I had a question too. Trying to remember. I was thinking about it before you left. So is it worth buying sports cars? I know I wanted to pick it back off of Baltimore question. Is it worth buying graded cards not graded cards, but sports cars at these yard sales or estate sales to try to get graded, or just try to flip them for like as is?
I like to do both. So what I normally do is whenever I bring like a batch of cards home, like I'll go through it, and anything that I deem to be like a good card,
Right.
like I'll pull those aside, and then once I have my stack of good cards, I'll go through those and I'll look at them. Like I have an LED light right here on my thing, and it you can see a lot under an LED light. So I'll use that, a magnifying glass.
Right.
I even have like a microscope. I get crazy with it, but like as long as you have a good light and you can take a good look at it, I always like to separate the ones that look like they're in a really good condition. Those ones I'll grade, and then anything else, like put it right to eBay, Mercari, wherever, you know what I mean? But what I normally do is I'll just disclose, like if I see something wrong, like there's a dinged corner, I'll just put in my description, hey, this is, X, Y, and Z, check out that bottom corner, because you get a lot of people that, especially with cards and stuff like that, the return rate can be a lot higher. So that's something you always want to be mindful of, is you check the condition. You always disclose if there is something.
So I got one last question before we go into a rapid fire, unless somebody else on the panel got a question. Can you kind of go through like the quick version of like what should a person do if they go to the say Walmart or local card store and they buy a pack of cards and they want to go through these cards to see if they got any gems in those cards? What equipment you need to go through those cards, and how should you handle those cards?
The easiest way to do it is just to have some kind of good lighting and a magnifying glass. Essentially, the things you're looking for, all grading companies, they're assessing the corners of the card. So as long as the corners aren't bent up, you might want to look for like little whitening on the corner, because that could drop it down like a 0.5 of a grade or something like that.
Right.
You want to check out the centering, make sure it's like evenly in like the center of the actual card. The edges, like the sides of it, make sure it's like not all chewed up or something like that. And then the last thing they normally look at is like the surface. Like, so for example, a lot of the newer cards are like chrome, and shiny like this, and those kind of cards can scratch really easy. So, like a lot of that can take off of your grade as well.
So do you need gloves, rubber gloves, or no?
I mean, it helps. Like, if whenever I'm preparing something to send in, I'll wear them whenever I clean them, because I want them to not have any chance of dinging me for a smudge or X, Y, or Z. So normally I'll wear them, and I know that we have our guys in office when we're actually encapsulating and grading. We do have to wear gloves and stuff for that as well.
So what you use? I mean, unless it's a secret, what do you use to clean the card?
Well, as far as the cards that come in for us, all that we use is we'll wipe them down with a microfiber, just so it looks the cleanest whenever we scan them into our software program.
Right.
Because we actually do all of our grading. Once every card is inputted, we can do everything right from a iPad.
Okay.
That's
all
nice.
right.
Yep.
So, panel, do y'all have any questions for Anthony before we get into a rapid fire?
No, go ahead.
All right, we're going to shout out to
Flipping Goodies said estate sales are his best place to buy the cards, because estate sales don't have time
Right.
to like go through and sort them.
All right, Flipping Goodies. I know about you in the estate sales. Flipping Goodies hit a home run on the estate sale this week, but I'm not gonna tell it, Flipping Goodies. I want to give a shout out to my brother Mario Griffin. This my dude right here. So coming out. He's also retired military as well. see here. So we're gonna go into rapid fire and then we're gonna catch up with the chat. Let's see. All right, Pittsburgh, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right.
Is that a black cat on Friday the 13th?
Yeah. No, that's yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
this is a new segment we're gonna add to the show for all our new guests. And this is a way to get to know our guests a little better. So, Anthony, the first thing come to your mind, just shout it out. You know, I'm not going to repeat the question. You don't need to repeat the question. Just whatever come to mind, just put it out there. A must-have sports card.
So whatever the must-have sports card is, you want me to put it to mind?
No, give me
86
an
card
answer.
Michael Jordan.
I just need it. Okay, there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Rapid fire.
Favorite
Rapid.
movie. Favorite movie.
Favorite movie is Goodfellas.
Favorite pastime.
Cards, collecting cards.
Okay, one thing on your bucket list.
I want to go to the United Kingdom.
Your worst subject in school.
Math.
Your favorite superhero.
Iron Man.
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Australia.
Morning person or night person?
More of a night person.
What is your least favorite thing about reselling?
Having to go out and get more things to sell.
I love that part, man.
That's the fun part.
One thing that annoys you the most about other resellers?
Them taking all the products I want to sell.
The strangest thing you ever sold?
Strangest thing I ever sold. Ramen soup.
Okay. How many books have you read since 2020?
Since 2020. One
of your favorites fast food?
Burger King.
From a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate eBay?
9.
If you could teach one thing about collecting cards, what would it be?
How to properly comp things, because a lot of people don't look at the solds. So, I mean, I guess it would be with anything, but the thing with cards is they move so rapidly. So I actually even have a data tool that tracks it like you would be looking at stocks move.
Hey, Anthony, rapid fire.
Sorry.
Window aisle seat. Window aisle seat.
I would take the aisle.
Favorite band.
Favorite band. Poison.
Celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush. Flipping mama. I don't know.
All right.
Hey, mama.
Hey, that was a safe answer.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Hey,
I want to get beat up by her hubby.
what is your kryptonite?
My kryptonite is my back. I don't know. It's busted.
Ice cream,
I like it.
cars, women. I mean,
All of the above.
okay. Can you describe yourself in 3 words?
Loyal, trustworthy, awesome.
Cool.
Damn.
All right, that wasn't
Damn.
that painful.
Sign me up.
Was it that painful?
Sign me up.
I appreciate it, Anthony. Thank you for
It's a lot harder to answer a question on the spot than you'd think.
hey man, you was the pilot program for this, man. Hey, audience, if you like that, drop a 1 in the chat. If you don't, we're gonna crush it.
What up, Alex? Good to see you.
Hey,
bud.
is the book that you read the Beckett Sports Card Monthly? Was that the one book?
No, it was actually the Bible. That's
Okay.
I'm not a big reader, but I will.
I was
read
way
that.
off.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody had a question in here. I wonder if the market would tank again like it did in the 90s.
And actually, if you look at a lot of the numbers, it's been taking like a pretty big skid. The beautiful thing though is like it, even with the skid the market's kind of taken, it's still a lot bigger and stronger than it was even pre-pandemic. So there's like one thing I've learned is like I actually don't have to source a lot of the same things I used to, because like I would say a good 90% of what I'm selling now is sports cards, memorabilia, like collectible type stuff. So even in a down market, it's still like graded cards, like outside of like my own ones that I don't sell, I can't keep in stock. Like as soon as I get them in, they're basically flying right back out the door.
Okay, so my brother had a question in here. He needs someone to evaluate his collection of cards.
I would love
to. So, would he have to send those cards into you all first?
I mean, if he just wants like someone's opinion on it or something like that, I'd be happy to even do like a little Zoom or a StreamYard or whatever, just to see what he's working with, or even like a Facebook chat or whatever the heck those are called. But if you actually want to get them graded or whatnot, yeah, I could give you the information and we could get that taken care of for you. Or I could even hook you up with one of my group submissions. You know what I mean? Because I do a lot of submissions where I not only submit to my company, but to other companies in the market as well. So if that's something you're interested in, I'd be happy with helping you.
Okay, so you got Beaver Union in here. She put some points in here. Do you agree with those?
I do.
Are you looking at a card?
Absolutely. Those are all very important things, especially creases. Nothing will kill your card worse than like a crease.
Right. I think she got quite a few graded cards in her collection. Let's see. Trying to see if anybody else got any questions in here before we move on. If y'all see any questions, just call it out for me. Let's see. Lucky Charms. Okay, so we're gonna try to end this show at 8:30 tonight, because I got some packages I got to get out of here. Thank God we got a 24-hour post office here.
No one hustles like the Buffalo. That's what I love. Like, because for real, like on those days where I don't feel like doing it, I see Buffalo drop something on IG, and it's like, what excuse do I got not to get out there and get it? You know what I mean? Like, so shout out to you, man. And
appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
Seriously, it's an honor to be here.
Appreciate it, man. We got to get you and Every Day I'm Hustling back on here again too, so we can have do a Pittsburgh show.
That would be awesome.
I guess once the season kick in, we can get y'all on here and do a black and gold.
That would be awesome, man. I would love that.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and if the panel don't have anything, we're gonna go ahead and get into the giveaway, and then we're gonna close out the show.
You got a question from Hollywood Reseller there. Want to know, are the cartoon cards worth grading? Some of them are actually kind of valuable. Like for example, like you'd be shocked, but there's like some of like players with like a Looney Tune person or like a Disney person that actually hold pretty good value. Like there's one right now, believe it or not, I just saw, I can't remember. It's one of the coach's wives, but it's like a card of the coach's wife that was selling for like $600. I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, some of the most obscure things are really hot right now. Like the Marvel cards, like from Marvel 1990, Marvel Universe are like crazy hot. And I think like 3-4 years ago, I was selling them for like $0.25 a piece out at the flea market. And now it's like, those are like $100-$200 cards that I was just giving away for change. But yeah, so depending on what it is and like stuff like that, Marvel, Star Wars, anytime a new show or something's coming out, you can kind of speculate just like you would like with action figures or toys or, like any other type of merchandise, like same with cards and comic books and stuff like that. You can kind of start picking up some of those things because they always go up in price when something like that comes out.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to that man. He just put a comment in there that he said his car is going to be priceless. Yeah, I want to before we get into the giveaway, man, I want to show you a couple of my cards, and you can kind of give me an idea of what I'm working with. I mean, these cards, I got them for the long haul. I don't have them for the short run. So, and I have seen a price on a few of them, but I just want to get your opinion because you're around cards every day.
Sure.
And let me just do this right quick for the middleman. Okay, let's see here.
I think you need to put some Steeler towels on those buffaloes for him.
Super chat received.
Appreciate that, middleman. Thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate everything that you do for my channel and the support, brother. Let's see here.
There's a question from Matthias there about Garbage Pail Kids. So my advice with a lot of these companies that like aren't really familiar, and some of them, like quite frankly, a lot of them are out of business, like the ones that you find on eBay that you haven't heard of. What I normally do is I look at those as like arbitrage opportunities to cross them over to companies that are more, desired amongst like, the masses or whatnot. So what I would suggest is if it's like your own personal collection and it doesn't bother you being in that case, then like I have a whole bunch of cards in my personal collection that are from all kinds of like weirdo companies that are not around anymore. But if it does bother you, just crack that sucker out and send it to, one of the companies that you think would add it more value. But yeah, like I said, any of like the big ones like PSA, Beckett right now, those are super expensive to send to. SGC is very affordable right now. They're at like $30. They're probably, I would say, top of the resale market. That's not like astronomically expensive to send to. I've been sending most of my stuff that's not like, multiple hundreds to $1,000 to their company and getting them back in, 2-3 weeks.
Okay.
Nice.
Baltimore stuff put in here. Can you give us another can't miss card? Can't miss card besides Michael Jordan.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. That's probably one of the most generic answers because that's probably a bucket list card for like X number of people like my age and beyond. But a can't miss card, I think right now, and this is a newer one, but Patrick Mahomes, I think his stuff is going to be like in a Tom Brady category one day. And right now his stuff is crazy expensive, but I can't even imagine what it's going to be one day. I think that if you have like expendable income, that would be a guy to invest in is Patrick Mahomes because barring an injury, he's already accomplished more than what a lot of quarterbacks have.
Right. Okay, that man had a question as well. Said what?
Luka Doncic. That's who I'm going for. Luka.
20 and 21 Prism.
LaMelo Ball.
Cards?
LaMelo Ball. That's the main guy you want is LaMelo. Anthony Edwards to a little bit lesser of an extent. Edwards was the number one pick, and he had a great year. But LaMelo, like his cards are worth more money, and honestly, I feel like he's probably the better player, like talent-wise. I'm always after Okoro because I'm a diehard Cavs guy. So basically, anybody the Cavaliers draft, I collect. But LaMelo Ball is the big guy you're going to want this year.
Let's see. Any more questions in here, y'all?
What are your thoughts on Tyler Hero? I have a PSA 10 Tyler Hero card.
I like Tyler Hero. I actually have a PSA 10 too of his. I have one of his autographs. He's a guy that I've been holding because his stuff is like way, way, way down right now because he had an awesome rookie year. That bubble like really blew up his card values. And then he came out and just like really didn't do a whole lot of anything. But he was also playing out of position a lot of the year as well. So I'm hoping that he has a bounce back. He's a guy that I'm holding because I feel like he has a lot of grit to him. So I like him. And I don't think he's going to lose value in like the next 2-3 years, if that makes any sense, like any more value, I should say. So I think he's a safe hold. But then again, like I really don't like moving cards like that. I'm like upside down on either, you know what I mean? And like most of my hero stuff, I'm pretty much upside down on because I came late to the party outside of the stuff that's out for grading that I haven't received back yet.
Yeah, I think I've seen my card I have go from like 25 to like 85. It's like an 85 right now. I think I'm gonna hold on to it, I think, for a little longer.
Even if you hold on to it till right before basketball season, everybody gets price jumps right before basketball season unless they're injured. So that's like right now, like all the football cards I have, like I can't keep them in stock. Like I have to go to like my local card shop every single week just to get stuff for my auctions on Sunday, because like anything I put up football, people pretty much buy. But it goes by waves, like based on the seasons, like whatever's super hot.
Right.
Give a shout out to Bald and Pear Picking. Appreciate you coming out, brother. Let me show you a couple of my cards, man, and then we're gonna go ahead and get into the giveaway. Just kind of get your opinion on it. So let's blow this up right quick. All right, so I have this is a 2001 Jackie Robinson PSA 10.
Nice.
What you think about that?
It's a nice card. That's one of the most iconic players of all time. That is a newer card of him. It's not like an original, like back in the day card of him, but I think anything Jackie Robinson is going to always have a place in sports history. So that's one of those cards that I think will always have a buyer somewhere. So
don't crush my dreams, man.
No, that's
definitely
good to have.
Give me your honest opinion.
Now, if you had a PSA 10 like 1950 something Jackie Robinson, we'd be talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe millions.
Okay, this is a Pete Rose autograph card.
That is awesome.
This is a Jim Mint 10 as well.
That is awesome.
So once they get him in the Hall of Fame, you think this is going to be worth something?
Oh, that's 100% going to be worth something. I think Pete Rose is another one of those iconic players. Like, regardless of whether or not he's in the Hall, I think that's going to definitely be something that people are going to like really, really want.
Okay. And Derek Jeter, PSA 10.
Nice. Yep, that's another Hall of Famer right there.
Runs, PSA 10. This one I really want your opinion on. I'm done.
Yeah, sure. So as far as the LeBron goes, he's kind of going to – the way I look at his market is kind of the way you look at Michael Jordan's, where like you're going to see the occasional bumps on pretty much everything. Like even we've seen like the 1990 Michael Jordan cards take a bit of a bump, and like those were considered basically trash, like for like the longest times. So I think cards like that, especially the cool thing about the one you have there, it's not a parallel or anything. It's just a base card, but that's first year Mosaic. That's the first year Mosaic was actually its own set. Before that, it was just a little subset within Prism. So that is a first year Mosaic. It is LeBron James. It's an iconic picture of him. So, you know, it's one of those things that long term is going to have value. It's not going to see the same jumps as like a LeBron rookie or like a paralleled one would have, but being that it is first year Mosaic and being that it is LeBron James, he's always like this generation of people coming up look at LeBron the same way our generation looks at MJ. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think anything LeBron is definitely a great long-term hold.
Okay. All right. So let's get into the giveaway. I got 2 items I'm going to give away tonight, and I set it up where the computer is going to pick the winner. We're not going to do the numbers. Hopefully this goes through as well. So let me share my screen and see if I can get it up here. Share my screen. Can y'all see that?
No.
No.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let's see. Share.
That would be a negative.
Okay. What about now?
There you go.
All right. So type in hashtag BP in the chat. Hashtag BP in the chat if you want to win. Let's see what I got here.
Thank you, Black City Pickers, for being the first.
All
I
right.
don't even know what we're winning. What is he
So
doing?
this is the first item I'm going to do a giveaway on. If y'all can everybody see that?
Yeah, man.
All right. So this is a Chucky doll. This will be the first item I'm going to give away tonight.
So cute.
It's the best. It's the best thing ever.
All righty. So drop
Chucky's my
hashtag BP in the chat.
That's gonna be my next tattoo, Chucky.
Okay, you can drop it one time because the computer.
Flipping Goodies Best is it case sensitive?
No, lowercase BP.
Oh, my bad.
Lowercase BP. It's only going to pick it up once. So if you put it in there 4 or 5 times, it's only going to pick you up once.
Well, I did because I had capitals in.
Yeah. I'm saying just put in the small hashtag BP.
So I want to share a story with Picksburgh real quick. So I was at an Oakland A's game because I grew up in the Bay Area, and I met Reggie Jackson, Don Mattingly, Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire all in the same time, and I was able to get all their autographs. But of course, it was like, to me from them or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was like probably 9 years old, 10 years old or something.
Hey, it's lowercase BP, not capital.
And I have no idea where all that stuff is. But I always wondered, like, if an autograph that was like made out, like a personal autograph to me, like if that was even worth anything.
It could still have value depending on like the player, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it definitely lessens the value when it's personalized. But you definitely could still get something for it.
And Reggie Jackson was not a nice dude, man. I'll tell you that.
Really?
All right, so we got 21
Not
entries, and I'm going to get it going, y'all.
That's so cool how it does that. Pulls in the pictures and everything.
LKL Graphics. Keith.
Congratulations, Keith.
You're going to love it, man. I got one. You're going to love it.
Did that wrong. Sorry about that. Y'all ignore that.
Ignore it.
Yeah. Let's see. That was an error on my part. All right, so LKL Graphics is the winner of the Chucky.
Man, it's like the S3 giving a PowerPoint presentation.
All right, so let me go back over here. All right, so this is the last item for the night, and then we're gonna close out the show. Let's see. This is AJ Styles Elite WWE.
Nice.
So all these items is brand new in the box. Most of the items I give away on this channel is going to be brand new and in the box, still sealed. So this item right here, right now on Amazon, you probably can get about $28 for it. On eBay, probably up in the upward 30s. I don't know, but y'all can comp it. I have probably about 200 of these in stock right now that I'm waiting for Q4. But yeah, you can, you definitely can keep this as a collectible because this guy, he's getting ready to retire. And I'm pretty sure going to be some good money in this one, probably another year or so from now. But if you want to sell it, you definitely can get about $20-$30 off of it. So
Joel's had a question about some older baseball cards with like rough edges and stuff. If it's the right player and if it's like a rookie card or an early card, it could still be worth a lot of money in really bad shape. Like, for example, like if you had have like a Mickey Mantle, like from back in the day, even in like a PSA 1 or a 2, that's still like probably multiple $1,000 card. So
hey, drop the BP hashtag BP in the chat if you want to try to win this WWE. Lowercase BP.
Lowercase.
But yeah, the older the card is, the less condition matters because the worst cards typically were kept way back when.
Are y'all going to eventually get to comic books or no?
I would like to. That's something that like for like my personal like reselling business that I'm really trying to learn right now is like, because for example, I picked up like a graded comic book not too long ago and I'm looking at it, I was like, there's whiting all over this. This doesn't even look like that good. And it was like a 9.6, which is like the second highest score you can get. And I'm like, okay, so if it's that easy to get 9.6, I probably need to start grading some comic books.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get this second one started.
That would be awesome, my Beavers unit.
Hey, let me know, Picksburgh, when you start doing like autographs on pictures, because I have one I really want to get graded really bad.
Absolutely. Definitely will.
I obtained it from a guy that got the signature in person.
That's awesome.
But if it's an authentic signature, I can get it graded. It's gonna be worth a lot of money.
Definitely.
There we go.
Bearded Thrift.
Bearded Thrift. What's up, man?
All right.
Mario just put his in.
All right.
Bearded Thrift just keeps winning. That guy cannot.
All right.
lose,
Congratulations.
man.
Congratulations to everybody that won. Make sure you send me your Bearded Thrift. I know you sent me your information before, but go ahead and drop it in Instagram so that I can make sure I get this out to you all. Everybody that won last week, your item should be arriving maybe tomorrow. If not, first thing Monday. So I think I got everybody cleared up on their winnings. Let me take this down here. All right. So we're going to go around the room. If you got anything you want to plug, go ahead and plug it. Anthony, I know you got quite a few things going on, so make sure you plug everything, put it in here, and then we're going to close it out. So we go ahead and start with you, and then we'll work our way around the panel.
Sure. So I would appreciate anybody that is interested in getting some cards graded, checking out transparentgradingteam.com. You can also check out IG. I know my personal IG, Picksburgh74. We did a live from our office today where we were actually doing like card breaks and actually showing you guys like how our press and machine and everything works. So that's one really unique thing about having a YouTuber like working there is you actually get like the inside scoop of what's happening there. So that's kind of cool. If you guys want to check out my channel as well, I put out videos there 7 days a week. And then I also do sports card auctions every Sunday on there and, like live streams, kind of like you're watching here, open panel, open chat type stuff as well.
Okay.
That's about it. Those are two big things, just YouTube and
keep doing big things, Picksburgh. Keep doing big things.
That's all.
Appreciate you.
Mess All Digs on YouTube and Instagram and everything. Shout out Bearded Thrift Machine. Wednesday morning, I hit one probably 340 yards with the driver that I bought from him. I was tearing these old dudes up in the golf course Wednesday, man. 340 with that driver. Get some, baby.
Glass City.
Glass City Pickers, Instagram, Facebook Marketplace. What do you got to say? Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe, dry. I know there's rain and horrible storms everywhere.
Live your best life.
And happy thrifting. I hope everybody finds their little gold mine this weekend.
Live your best
life. I
want
to go ahead, Chris.
No, brother, go ahead. I'm done.
Okay, so I want to thank everyone for taking time out to come out and support the channel. Thank my panel, Glass City Pickers, Mess Hall Digs for what they do for the show as well. And I want to thank our special guest, Anthony, better known as Picksburgh, for coming in, dropping those gems about card collection, sports cards mainly. Definitely going to look forward to bringing you back on the show so we can check your growth out with your business, see how much you all have grown, and maybe you can bring in some additional information as far as people that are interested in card collection.
I might have to get some Steelers sent over to the panel here. That might have to be a thing.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
People in the chat, if you could go to the YouTube channel once this show go live, like and share this particular show with as many people as you can. We'll try to build this show up and get more people out here. We give out a lot of good information every week. And I know some people I talk to, they want to kind of keep this show a secret because we do drop gems here. But we need to expand and be able to share this stuff with a lot of people. So if you got friends out there or people that you know in reselling or on the fence about reselling, because we kind of cater to new resellers mostly. And if you got people out there that you can share this channel with, go ahead and share this channel so that we can build this channel up and get a bigger audience on Friday night. I know we about to get into high school football season on Fridays and people go to the games. That's fine and good. I understand that. But a lot of people don't go to every Friday night game. So share this information, put it out there, let people know about the Defend the Hustle with Buffalo Picker, Glass City, and Mess Hall Diggs. With that being said, I appreciate you all supporting the channel every Friday night. Defend the Hustle. See you next Friday.
Wheeler Nation.